If you're struggling to stay hard in bed, one vitamin could change everything. And before you think this is just another clickbait headline or some overhyped internet scam, let me tell you a story that might sound uncomfortably familiar. Imagine this: you've had a long day, you're tired, and finally the moment comes when your partner is in the mood. You want to be there, you want to perform, but your body doesn't respond the way it used to. That moment of confidence slips away, frustration sets in, and what should have been an intimate, passionate night turns into an awkward silence. You start making excuses. I'm just stressed, it's been a long day, maybe next time. But deep down, you're scared. Scared that something inside you is broken. Scared that you're letting your partner down. And maybe even scared that you're losing your manhood. Millions of men across the USA feel this exact same way, but the truth is, most of them never talk about it. They stay silent, they stay embarrassed, and they suffer in secret. But here's where it gets interesting. Science is showing us that sometimes the solution isn't some expensive blue pill or a complicated surgery. Sometimes it's as simple as fixing a deficiency, a missing building block your body desperately needs but isn't getting enough of. And that's where one vitamin, yes, a simple vitamin, enters the story. Now, before I reveal which vitamin it is, let's break down the real reason why this problem happens. Men in America today are more stressed, more sedentary, and more nutritionally deprived than ever before. Think about it. Fast food on every corner, long hours sitting in front of computers, stress from bills, relationships, and the constant pressure to perform in life, it all adds up. Your body pays the price. Erections are not just about desire. They are about blood flow, hormones, and cellular energy. And all three of these depend heavily on nutrition. When one nutrient is missing, your body can't function at its peak, and the first thing to show signs of weakness is your performance in the bedroom. See, your body is like an engine. Without the right fuel, the engine sputters, misfires, and eventually breaks down. And unfortunately, most American men are running on empty without even knowing it. But here's the part that should give you hope. Studies show that when men start restoring their bodies with the right vitamins, performance returns. Confidence comes back. And it's not about swallowing handfuls of pills or spending thousands on prescriptions. It's about finding the exact nutrient your body is craving, the one it has been silently missing for years. And this is where vitamin D comes into the spotlight. Yes, vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. Most men laugh when they hear this. They think, how could something as simple as vitamin D change my performance in bed? But here's the shocking truth. Over 70% of American adults are deficient in vitamin D, especially men over 30. And vitamin D isn't just about bone health like you've been told. It plays a massive role in testosterone production, blood vessel function, and mood regulation. Imagine this: you're trying to start a car on a cold winter morning, but the battery is weak. No matter how many times you turn the key, the engine just won't roar. That's what low vitamin D does to your testosterone and blood flow. Without it, your hormones stay low, your energy stays drained, and your confidence slowly fades. But with it, suddenly your body starts firing again. Testosterone rises, blood circulation improves, your mood lifts, and those intimate moments no longer feel like a burden, they feel exciting again. Men who start correcting their vitamin D deficiency often report something incredible. Morning wood returning after years of absence, stronger performance in the bedroom, and an energy that makes them feel 10 years younger. Let me share a story that proves this isn't just theory. Mark, a 48-year-old construction manager from Texas, had been struggling with erectile issues for nearly 2 years. He blamed stress, age, and even thought maybe it was just his new normal. He tried pills, but they gave him headaches and made him feel dependent. Then one day, during a routine checkup, his doctor noticed his vitamin D levels were extremely low. The doctor suggested daily vitamin D3 supplementation combined with more sunlight exposure. Within 3 months, Mark wasn't just feeling better, he was performing better than he had in years. His confidence skyrocketed. His wife noticed. His mood improved. And it all came down to a nutrient that costs less than a cup of coffee. And Mark isn't alone. Clinical research backs this up. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men with higher vitamin D levels had significantly fewer problems with erectile function than men who were deficient. Another study from Harvard showed that vitamin D boosts nitric oxide production in the blood vessels, a key factor for strong erections. Nitric oxide is like the spark that relaxes and widens blood vessels, allowing blood to rush where it needs to go. Without it, performance suffers. With it, your body responds like it should. And here's the kicker, those expensive blue pills everyone talks about, they also work by boosting nitric oxide. But if your body doesn't even have the base nutrients to make it in the first place, you're just putting a band-aid on the problem. Vitamin D addresses it at the root. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, so vitamin D sounds important. But how do I know if I'm low? Great question. The scary truth is most men don't even realize they're deficient. Symptoms include low energy, poor sleep, depression, frequent colds, muscle weakness, and yes, trouble performing in bed. But the surest way to know is through a simple blood test. If you're below 30 ng/ml, you're considered deficient. And here's another shocking fact. Most men who live in the USA, especially in northern states, don't get nearly enough sunlight to maintain healthy vitamin D levels. Combine that with long hours indoors, sunscreen use, and diets lacking in vitamin D-rich foods, and deficiency becomes almost guaranteed. The good news? Fixing it is simple. Step 1. Spend more time in natural sunlight. Just 20-30 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin a few times a week can make a massive difference. Step 2. Eat foods rich in vitamin D, fatty fish like salmon, fortified dairy, and egg yolks. Step 3. Consider a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement. Most men benefit from around 2,000–5,000 IU daily, but it's always smart to get tested and talk to a doctor before starting. Within weeks, many men report better energy, better sleep, and yes, stronger, more reliable erections. But the story doesn't end with vitamin D because the truth is, erections are complex, and multiple vitamins play a role. Zinc, for example, is critical for testosterone production. Magnesium helps relax blood vessels. Vitamin B12 supports energy metabolism, and vitamin C protects blood vessel health. When these nutrients work together, your body becomes unstoppable. Imagine giving your body every tool it needs to fire at full power. Suddenly those nights that used to feel disappointing turn into passionate victories. And let's be real here, this isn't just about sex, it's about confidence. It's about walking into a room and feeling like a man again. It's about knowing your body won't fail you when it matters most. That's why so many men who fix their nutrient deficiencies say it's not just their performance that improves, it's their marriage, their mood, their entire life. Confidence in the bedroom translates to confidence everywhere else. So if you've been silently struggling, embarrassed, or even scared about your performance, remember this: you are not broken. You are not doomed. Sometimes your body is just asking for something simple. And if you give it what it needs, whether it's vitamin D, zinc, or magnesium, you might just unlock the version of yourself you thought was gone forever. And here's the final thought I'll leave you with. Next time you feel frustrated, instead of reaching for an excuse, ask yourself, am I giving my body the fuel it needs? Because if not, the solution might be a lot simpler than you think. Sometimes one vitamin really can change everything.